What's up, guys? We're gonna BroBeatzTV, and today I'll be showing you guys how to make a sample using only Xpand. I'm gonna be using the DNA bank, so I'll link that down below, the free version and full version if you want to check them out. You don't need this. You can use really any DAW. That's why I'm not any DAW, but any VST. That's why I have everything labeled for you. Let's grab in a scale. I'm gonna go to, we're in minor, my F sharp. I just like F sharp. You can use whatever scale you want. Boom. So now we have our scale. We're at a slower BPM. I think somewhere around like 110 is really good. I just chose 111. Doesn't really matter. Let's go ahead and do this first sound. So I'm gonna show you a lazy method. So this is pretty much like semi using your ear, but we're gonna set ourselves up. So we're gonna start on the root and just make a chord backwards, and then we'll build the melody off of this F all the way through, and then from there you can choose your bass notes. So this will be like our 2-bar loop. Split. Right, sounds a little off right now. Matter of fact, let's actually spread this out just so we have more to work with. Let's do this, because that might be a little too fast anyway. There we go. That's pretty good. All right, boom. So we'll just start there. And then from here, all you can really do, you can just kind of pull some of these notes up. You can start with different chords in between. Suspended fourth, suspended second, irregular minor. It's up to you. If you want to try something like this, you can. But what you'll need to do is pull them up. Just that way you can have an easier way to make a melody. And then from here, you can just literally take this fifth that we built and just build a singular melody across. And this is how you're going to get like your own unique chords, rather than, you know, copying and doing this, right? And you can do this, by the way, but just kind of showing you a different way to do it. So yeah, I don't know, we could just do something like this. All right, something real simple. You can see we got kind of that dark vibe already. And we'll worry about velocity later, but let's just get this out the way. So let's maybe start messing around with some of this. And then from this note, let's make a chord upward. From this note, make a chord upward. So you can see we pretty much just built a chord. So most melodies that you make, they're just chords split up, if you really think about it. So that's what we're doing. And I'm gonna just pull these back like so. And it's already sounding pretty good. So now we're gonna go up top. Now you could do whatever you really want with this, but if you really want to cheat, you just take this C sharp, because it's the fifth of this note. Take this, pull it up twice, and then from here you can pretty much just trickle down like so. And I'll probably just use this. And again, I will do velocity later. And maybe we could do the same pattern, just kind of, I don't know. Okay, so I think that's pretty good for now. What we're gonna do is just add some variation. So let's go ahead and do that. Now we're gonna go ahead and do the second part, which is like the variation. So it's just so it's like a full loop. So I'm gonna just copy this over. Okay, and then what we can do is change the bass notes, because you don't want it to be the exact same. Now, from just looking at this, you could just use your ear, but I'm gonna just do something like this. Okay, and then we can just pretty much delete everything up top. And let's just listen to that, and we can adjust this if we need to. Probably just delete all this stuff up top. And then we can just pull notes over. You don't even have to like worry about music theory at this point, because all these notes work. You can just pull them over, right? It's really up to you. We can probably, I don't know, let's use this F. I'm gonna pull this over. All right, so you can see we're just stealing from what we built just to kind of add variation in here. So yeah, it's pretty simple. We're just gonna kind of use this C. I'm gonna try to do like a unique little pattern. We could do like a little offset pattern, something like this maybe. And now I'm just kind of messing around playing and stuff. So this is just the boring part of making a melody. This is just how it is. So and let's just trickle this down. Boom. And we can come full circle. Let's add one bass note. Let's just try some notes here. And if you really want to spice it up, you can literally just go up. So you can just. Right, so now we have like a note that's not necessarily in the key. So we can just use this. I think this sounds pretty good. Adds a little bit of tension. It's like some jazz sound in there. So yeah, this is our melody. I'll play it one time through, even though we just listened to it for a while, but I'll just play it. All right, so that's our melody. This was the hardest part. Everything else would be super easy after this. So I think what we'll do, since we have this, well, I'll just pick some sounds, layer them, and then I'll just go over the sounds that I layered. Let's go ahead and hop into that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and tie up the loose ends. So I went ahead and edited velocity, and then I'll just kind of layer these. So for the sound, I don't think I showed it, but we're using the 𝗗𝗘𝗙𝗙𝗃 preset for this first one. Okay, so I just went ahead and edited the velocity. As you can see, it's not a huge difference. You'll probably be able to hear the difference here. So I'll just play it at that point. So we'll just play it here. Right, a lot more softer, and some notes pop, some don't. So it's just a difference. It's not a huge difference, not something you need to do, but I like to at least show that part. So yeah, we're gonna use this, and I'm gonna shrink this down, and then we're just gonna throw this on some sound. Okay, I like that. So I'm gonna be using this 𝗗𝗛𝗃𝗙𝗙𝗃, same pack. Try that. Just making sure they sound good alone. Okay. All right, I think that's fine for like our bass, and then we can kind of use the piano synth to kind of create like a melody on top. And then right now what we'll do is just put in that synth bass. It's pretty easy, quick. And then it'll just kind of give us a better reference to add our counters. So let's go ahead and do that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do our bass. This is the preset that I'm using. Okay, so I'm just steal from here, and we're gonna paste that in. Now with this bass, if you change the velocity, it'll kind of change the sound of the bass. So like, well, let's pull it down. So if you pull it down, I don't know, let's do like 25% or so. That's fine. You can see it's a little bit more subby now. I don't know why that happens, but that's just how this bass works. But yeah, this is the bass. Okay, I think that's good. We can go ahead and add our piano now. Now we're gonna go ahead and take care of the piano. So this is the piano that I chose. Okay, something a little bit more harsh. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. If you want to make this easier for you, you could just move the scale out the way and just kind of use the notes in the background, but I'm gonna just keep it here just so you can kind of see what's going on. So I'm gonna just give you a cheat code. I'm gonna start on an F sharp, and we're just gonna make a chord or a fifth. Let's do a fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's how you make a fifth naturally, or visually, on the piano roll. So now what you can do is to make any chord is just fill in these here and just choose one of these that you want. So you can do a suspended second, your minor, or a suspended fourth. It's really up to you, and just pull them out. And then you can go up, down, it doesn't really matter. So these are gonna be where your main notes are. So all you have to do now is just literally just fill in the notes. I should pull those up. All right, just fill in the notes to reach this. That's all you need to do. So over here, make a chord up. All right, so when we add effects, a lot of this should sound good. It sounds a little harsh right now because it's just the bare bones melody. So I'm gonna take this, go up to our fifth, just so we have a note to start with, and then you can just adjust the notes, right? So if you want to, you can, let's pull this back down to B. We just can just adjust these just to change it up to match. I'll pull that in. So. And I'll fix the velocity and timing later. I just want to get the notes out the way. So over here, kind of want like more attention. Let's see how that sounds. Yeah, I'll just fix that later. And then over here, we can just pull this down. Just steal a bunch of notes from over here. Who cares, right? And I'll edit the velocity, like I said, to make this sound a little bit smoother. But yeah, that's the melody. I'll play it one time through. Okay, I like that. Let's go ahead and move on to our synth. Now we have this little virtual lead. Okay, so for this piano melody, all I did, I shortened up some of the notes and I just made it sound a little bit better. But where it really shines is right here. Is before it sounded a little harsh, but now this sounds a little bit better. So I'll play this part only. All right, it's a lot smoother. It's a little less tension. So yeah, that is just those minor little velocity changes, and just shorten up the notes just a little bit made it sound a little bit better. All right, so I just thought that blended in better. So now we're gonna do our synth. This is pretty easy, right? We could just literally start with our fifth, or we could start with the top note. So remember, F sharp to C sharp, you can just literally take the C sharp and just trickle it down. So we're gonna, well, where should we start this actually? Okay, we can start it right here. Pull it up, and then we can just trickle it down. Boom, that's it, really. And then we can take this note and just pull it up back to C. right, so that is the entire melody. Now it's time for the part that a lot of people forget. They think, oh, this is fine. No, this is not good enough. You need to add some post-processing. So I'm gonna just show you some stuff. I'm gonna just load up some presets. I'm not gonna load up any crazy stuff, but yeah, I'm gonna just load up a preset, kind of go over it, the type of effects I'm using, just to kind of show you the difference between just unprocessed versus processed. So let's go ahead and do that. Now we're gonna go over the post-processing, and this is the most important part in my opinion. I think this is how you get your melody to sound how you think it should. So let's go ahead and hop into this. So I color code everything. Everything in this channel is yellow, so all the yellow ones are in here, and the green is just the piano along with like an effect bus. So I'll just put a delay on there, but we'll talk about the main one. Okay, so going down, we have this Townsend Labs. Now simply this is going to put it in mono, right? This is all it's doing. So I'll just turn it on so you can see the difference. Mute these. Okay, that's just to put it simply, because if you just hear that effect, you'll just say, oh, it's just in mono, right? Whatever. You don't need this on. So now the one that you need is you just need a pitch plugin. So this one I just turned it down, -12. You can use any pitch plugin. This is the one I chose, just lightweight on the CPU. So this is what it's off. And then on. All right, pretty smooth. And then we're gonna put this little 𝗗𝗚𝗣𝗘 wow control on. You can use any plugin, RC20, Sketch Cassette, any plugin that you want. I just chose this one, just whatever, right? So this is off and on. Okay, and then there's a lot of EQing and stuff I need to do, but I just felt like that was doing too much, so I just skipped that and just put effects. So I just use Stark, and I don't even know how I got this. This is just a preset, so I don't even remember how customized this is, but yeah, this is just what I have. I don't know, right? This preset and just some customization. So this is off. And I think that chorus is like the main thing with the compressor, because before, yeah, so it's just that compressor and chorus, just really controlling it and making it sound kind of cool. So yeah, that's the main sound. All right, so now for the piano. All I did here was just steal from this. So I just took this little piano, this elastic pitch, and then this Stark, and I just changed it up, just chose a random preset, took off the effects, right? So you can see those. So here's the piano. And then here's what the effects. All right, pretty groovy. So yeah, let's the effects, and then I just put this into a bus. So you just put it on an empty track, and then you can kind of add your own effects there, right? So I just did that on this bus, and then I just put a delay, and then this is pretty much it. It's just on an 8 for the time, and then the rest of this is just turned it down so it's not too harsh. And then I just obviously EQ'd out the bass because you don't want that to overlap. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Why I added this is to add bounce. That way we can, it's just a better fit if you want to like chop it and make a beat out of it. So what I would do from here is like copy it over. I know it's kind of taking long now, but I'll just do it anyway, just because it's just the process. I guess we could just consolidate it, but I like doing it this way for some reason. Oops. And we'll just play it and turn it into a sample. Got this sample here. We could just name it like sample or something, right? And then from here you're pretty much done. Now, of course, there's a lot of effects on top we could throw on, but this is where I would like start to chop this. So a good increment for the pitch, I would say 400 cents up or down sounds pretty good. Or you could go down, but I would go up. Or you could do it this way and just turn the pitch up. All right, and that's pretty much it. Remember, this is just all with Xpand, okay? If there's any other plugins you want me to use, leave them down in the comment section down below. Yeah, that's it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.